Hi everybody, it's me. Right, it's been a rubbish week. I won't lie to you, it's been terrible. But it's weekend and I've got through it, we've all got through it. So I'm just glad to be sat nice, warm, safe with a tray full of pies in front of me. They're not just normal pies, these are Cissy Green's pies. Now Cissy Green's the baking Haslingden that they've been around for, well, the recipe for that pie is 200 years old. That gives you some idea. I've been in this morning and I've got a selection of their pies. I was actually speaking to the head baker in the week and he was telling me the lengths to go to get the perfect pastry, etc. You know, to get the pies absolutely spot on. And it's obviously a real passion to him. As good food is with me. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you what I've got. Then I'm going to take a slice out of each and I'm going to tell you what I like. One issue is they didn't write on the bag which was which, and I'm not entirely sure which is which, and indeed which pies I bought, because it had quite a lot and I just got a selection. So I'll tell you what I do know. That's pork and cranberry. That's pork with black pudding and cheese. And the last pork one is pork with apples. Okay, so there's a little pork selection there at the front. And with it being pork, I thought I'd pair it with a cider again. I know I keep drinking cider, don't I? But apples and pork go so well together. I've gone with Thatcher's. Really nice Somerset cider, and they do know how to make cider down in Somerset. And these chaps actually sent me a few bottles to say thank you for including them in an earlier video. So thanks right back. It's very nice as well, the vintage. So back to the pies. This one, I know what this one is because I can see through the little notch in the top. This is beef with red chilli. See the red chillies there? Don't know if you can make them out. Okay. This, as I mentioned, is their signature pie. 200-year-old recipe. It's just a meat pie, proper meat pie, beef. Okay. Now this one and this one, not entirely sure. I think one of them might be a meat and potato. One of them might be a beef and mushroom, or a chunky beef or a chunky steak. I'll know when I get into them. So, it's nice. Right, I'm going to cut a chunk out of each and we'll crack on. Alright, I'll speak to you very shortly. Right, let's go to work. I don't know how to start really. I feel like a kid in a sweet shop with a cleaver. Right, I don't know what this one is. It's one of the hand raised ones, you can tell by the shape. So they actually use a block of wood and they wrap the pastry around it to make like the cup, then they put the filling in, then add the lid. It's all done by hand. So beef and mushroom. See mushrooms? I knew there was a bit of mushroom action going on. Look at that. There's a big mushrooms in it. See how thin the pastry is? It's almost wafer thin, but it's good enough. It supports the filling. But sometimes, you know, if you get like a Chinster's pie or a Melton Mowbray, it's like you've got a mouthful of dust. Not these guys. Beef and mushroom, yeah, gorgeous. Let's go with one of these big boys. I think this is the meat and potato by the look of it. Remember when they won the meat and potato round, I mentioned the meat didn't look very substantial, not like big chunks of meat, but the flavour, Fantastic, man. The reason some come in these silver trays and these hand raised ones don't, when these original recipes were made, they didn't have tin foil, it just didn't exist. The pastry had to be the case. Whereas now, you get hot pot and all sorts, just like a mashed potato at the top. But these traditional ones, I don't think you can beat them, to be honest. Although that's very, very good. Mix it up a bit of pork. Go for the pork with apple. Lovely looking pork pie, that. It's got a bit of jelly at the back. And some chunky apple. It's not just sauce, you can see chunks of apple in it. That is fantastic. I've got a couple of festive specials coming up. I've got a mince pie comparison where I'm going to do all the supermarkets mince pies. I'm not a big fan of supermarket anything, but for Christmas I'm going to do that. But then on Christmas I get to go to my brother's and my niece Georgiana makes mince pies. Best I've ever tasted, so I'm looking forward to that as well. Anyway, back to these. Pork with black pudding and cheese on top. Oh, what a time to be alive. See that? That's nice. Personally, I would have liked a thicker slice of black pudding, but that's me. But in fairness, it's a pork pie first, and the black pudding's a topping. I'd be happy with just a big piece of black pudding, but it's very nice. Just more black pudding, please. Right, back to this one. Now this, I think I showed you this one, didn't I? It's got the red chilli, you can see in there, underneath the hieroglyphic markings. They do a green chilli and a red chilli. I never remember which is the hotter of the two. None are right, silly Madras hot. But they do have a bit of an afterburn. Like that. That's nice. Sorry, I forgot I was filming now. I was drifting off on one. Right, where were we? We were, well I was about to try a pork and cranberry. Look at the size of the big juicy cranberries on top of that. That's fantastic. I like cranberries, they've got a nice bite to them, they're not just sugar, are they? It's... Look at that. That jelly's like a window, it's like a stained glass window, you can see the light coming through it. That is absolutely delicious. Don't know what it is, but the combination of the pork and the cranberry together, it's like this. The sum of it is better than both of them put together, if you know what I mean. It's a brand new flavour. Like the apple goes well with the pork, the black pudding and the cheese does, but that just combines to make a fantastic flavour. And not shy with the amount of cranberries. I think that's why you can really taste them with the meat. It's great. Yeah, top marks for that one. Right. This one. Look at that, you feel like you can just fall in and get lost. What a way to go. This is it was either chunky beef or chunky steak, can't remember in all honesty, but it's chunky. You just feel the weight of these. How much meat in these? It's unbelievable. That is good. That is very good. Well, I've only got one more left to try, but small things come in little packages. Obviously. That's nice. That's delicious, that. And that's if that's a 200-year-old recipe, they were doing alright 200 years ago. Before we got all these newfangled ideas like hummus and tara masalata, it was all about pies back in them days, and they did it well. Right, that's about it. Cissy Greens, as if I've not said it enough, on Dearden Gate in Haslingden. 3 people in the shop at once because of the COVID regulations. Wear a mask. Very nice people behind the counter. Very nice baker bloke called Barry. Support them. They're, you know, a local business. Don't buy your pies from Tesco. Buy your pie from the pie makers. They taste nicer. Also, sorry, changing the subject a bit. There's a farmers market on in Bacup in the morning. I might try and get there, and if I can get some unusual local foods, I'll be doing a bit of a special on that tomorrow. But I'll just see how that goes first. But alright, anyway, thank you. Cheers, lovely to see you all again. Bye.